I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight is personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand.
Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's going to handle things on his own. It's been years since he competed on his own, but that's the situation we're seeing right now for the Tribal Chief. In recent weeks, Seth Rollins touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over: the dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the man who is blessed by the gods of sports entertainment.
Corey, on SmackDown last night, we saw one thing that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns lose his cool.
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns!
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout these introductions, muttering to himself at times. Honestly, Rollins seems to be in Roman's head. Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the Bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle. Now Rollins looking for some momentum.
That's possibly the trigger for Seth to battle his way back into this.
Just going all out with every blow. Oof. Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead up to this match.
And if I'm Roman, I'm taking all that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error. You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief. Boom!
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the Bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him. Clobber with a double axe handle. Ooh, sharp kick.
Reigns so close to finishing this, he can taste it. Ending Rollins and closing the book on the Shield will be his biggest victory yet.
Schoolboy into the pin.
Able to reach the ropes, and he's able to last here. He's able to counter that.
Rollins got out of the way. Kick right to the face.
Seth losing any command of this match.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman. One up,
Fighting out. Hammering away with punches to the face.
Trading counters and reversals back and forth. Powerbomb position.
Throwing down punches and counters out. Countered into an STO.
Gets lifted into position.
All the way down.
The stop has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
Reigns just imposing his will right now.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
And he goes crashing to the outside.
However you feel about Seth Rollins, he knows how to get the crowd going.
He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside.
Oh, man,
on meeting the barricade.
Oh, he slammed his face right into the barricade. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins?
And he slides him back to the mat.
Ooh. The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. But Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a... What a spear by Reigns! The champ delivering when it counts.
I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns, old Shield brother now. Deadlifted clean off of the mat. Ooh.
And just in time, he gets out of there.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap there? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing has pushed the Tribal Chief past his boiling point.
From Rollins, went for the springboard and missed. This is quickly turning into a slugfest. Ooh!
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Slugging away with everything they've got.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Oh, ouch.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Getting set up in the corner now.
Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement.
Oh, Superman punch!
Reigns not done yet. There's the spear. The champ is in control.
And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exorcised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted.
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking. I'm the chief now! Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
Here we go. First two combatants locked in the War Game structure. The original bloodline versus the new bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions in just a matter of minutes. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside the structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thank you.
Answer after answer for each other's offense.
Power with a sidewalk slam. Shows great wherewithal there.
And a dragon screw. Game changer.
Oh, man. Kick lands. And just in time, he gets out of there.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in war games. Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than war games.
Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Uso with the Uso splash! Will Jay end this? This sledgehammer, how do you recover from that? Oh, basically hammering their opponent into the floor.
Oh, we are witnessing a malicious string of attacks right now. Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself a tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree. Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Rollins, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more. Down on the ground, getting pummeled by that hammer. Oh, a sledgehammer to the midsection will knock the wind out of you.
And these attacks are spelling nothing but trouble. We're seconds away from these teams being at even strength. My goodness, the human skeleton shouldn't have to endure a smash like that.
Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline.
Take off. Axe handle from the middle rope.
Jacob sidesteps that.
And there's some force on that move.
Good defense there.
Samoa drop.
Incredible.
Oh, just nailing the double axe handle. Oh, kick right in the face. Ooh. Strikes with a kick. Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. Just grounded and pounded.
Got him in the corner now.
And we see Zayn.
Can Jacob Fatu come back from that? Old bloodline, new bloodline. Both sides engaging him.
Incoming.
Diving Hurricane.
Whoa!
OG bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. So, look at Zayn closing this out.
And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE. Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new bloodline in War Games. And entering into an absolute war zone, giving the troops the boost they need.
Every time is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times. Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one that won the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks. And the energy in here is raising the hairs on the back of my neck.
Did you see that? Propelled through the air. Oh, right to the kidneys. Just trying to pound their opponent into the ground even further. 8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Tama Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his bloodline.
Sami Zayn turning up the intimidation factor.
Drop
WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now.
That'll jam your tailbone. Oh my goodness. The moonsault. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
Jacob setting himself up top.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline from the top. Diving headbutt finds the mark.
Searching under the ring now. This can't be good.
Oh, Sami Zayn setting up something spectacular here, looking for the home run.
Sami Zayn from up top. Brainbuster on a turnbuckle.
Will that be the deciding factor?
Having to deal with that weapon is like going up against two competitors at once.
Uso influenced Jimmy.
Enters the ring and is diving head first into the chaos of this match. Wait a second. He's going up the wall. Top rope.
Fatu in a compromised position.
Is that all she wrote for Tonga Loa? Will Jay end this?
He's headed to the top now.
He's got a square in his sights here.
But meanwhile, Zayn.
That could put Tama down for good.
New entrant about to come in and not a moment too soon.
Oh, here we go. And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
Searching under the ring, thinking something there can give their team a boost. He has to be disoriented.
Grant, we're trying to keep him on the back foot.
Right in the face.
My God.
You saw that being televised.
Neil Foster's corners continue.
If he keeps taking target strikes like this, he's going to be a double over before you know it. Drilling down, snake eyes. Dropping down all their weight.
Jimmy Uso with a well-timed shot. Meanwhile, Roman Reigns.
Reigns put a stamp on this one. Take off. Hurricanrana.
Now scaling the steel.
This is either madness or Uso.
He fails to connect.
Shot to the chest. Down with the Samoan drop.
Beautiful Lumbering right suplex. I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned. Roman Reigns so dominant.
Reigns with the guillotine.
And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold.
Battling on the top.
Up high. He's headed up. Might be going toward the top.
Meanwhile, here's Sami Zayn. Guys, I think he just got busted open.
Yeah, that does not look good.
Can he continue like this?
And the fighting backhand. Roman could put it away here.
Oh, he makes the biggest save of the night. What a spear by Reigns. That could put Solo down for good. Jimmy with a game ender.
Come on.
They're going to steal this one. Jay can seal it here.
And Team Roman wins the War Games.
The new Bloodline has fallen.
Your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jay Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original Bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left.
Okay, a little bit out of character for your wise man, but that was a little bit difficult for me to watch. Seeing this family splinter into two groups fighting against each other, it breaks my dark heart. But they're all grown men, and you settled the issue. Now let's give Solo credit. Forming Team Solo was, of course, his usual backup of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, the sons of Haku, feared as one of the baddest men to ever walk planet Earth. Along with them, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, son of Tama, also known as TK All Day, the Tonga Kid, another fearsome competitor from WWE's golden era. But did you know that Haku and Tama once comprised one of WWE's most impressive tag teams? Haku had been considered family by the dynasty for years on end, and his teaming with Tama, brother of Rikishi, solidified this for eternity. The Islanders were a formidable test for any tag team in WWE in the late 1980s, competing against teams like the Hart Foundation and the British Bulldogs. Initially fan favorites, the two would embrace a more hard-nosed approach and even teamed up with WWE Hall of Famer Bobby the Brain Heenan, finding even more success. The team flawlessly merged aerial excellence, martial arts mastery, and some good old-fashioned Islander grit. Perhaps their most infamous moment saw them actually dog-nap Matilda, mascot of the British Bulldogs, showing that they were willing to do literally anything to throw opponents off their game. Both men are still revered today as two of the real legit tough guys in the industry, names that instill fear simply upon mention, and they absolutely taught their children well. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa both love to slowly brutalize an opponent in the traditional Haku style, while Jacob Fatu hurls his body at opponents from all angles with reckless abandon, much like Islander Tama in his TK All Day heyday. For their inclusion in the 2K25 showcase, we find the Islanders in a dream match, taking on another team that has mastered the air, ground fighting, and has their own brand of swag that keeps opponents guessing at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the Street Profits. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins have put together one hell of a run in WWE, and the perennial tag team champions are going to find themselves in an unfamiliar setting, taking on Haku and Tama in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. Anyone can sneak a win out, but Haku and Tama often competed in this type of match to fully demonstrate the superiority to their opponents. And you can bet that they're out to do the same thing to Angelo and Tez. So get out there and showcase the tag team mastery that the Islanders used to terrorize their opponents. Lift your party cups and take one last sip for the Street Profits. And don't worry, no one will hold you responsible for the damage you and the Islanders caused them, because I assure you, the Islanders can handle the smoke.
It is time for the Street Profits to get themselves some of the Islanders.
Well, with all due respect to the smoke and the party cups, but AD and Tez need to up their game. This could be the Profits' night, but it's not going to be easy.
The Profits possess tremendous athleticism, but so do the Islanders. And let's not forget, the Islanders have Bobby Heenan in their corner.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street
known for innovative double-team offense, but they're looking to do more than just beat the Profits.
Well, under the Brains' incomparable tutelage, the Islanders have become smarter and more brutal.
Tez and Dawkins better have their third eye open and their heads on a swivel.
I expect to see expert-level tag teamwork from both the Profits and the Islanders, with supreme athleticism from all four competitors.
What this match could boil down to, guys, is which team picks up the first pinfall.
It's not going to take long for chaos to rule. The Profits and the Islanders are ready to see who is the best tag team on Earth.
The Street Profits had better be ready for what's coming.
Tez and Dawkins have to be ready to deal with any shortcut the Islanders can find.
And their opponents, accompanied by Bobby Heyman, and a combined weight of 499 pounds, Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
We know the Islanders are as vicious as they come, but the Street Profits excel in all forms of chaos.
Yeah, Corey, but the Islanders have a plan and will stop at nothing to carry that out.
Well, the Profits will have to truly compete as a team to overcome the odds in this 2 out of 3 falls match.
The truth is, I don't know if Ford and Dawkins have faced a team as dangerous as Haku and Tama.
And the Street Profits are going to have to execute a next-level plan to take down the Islanders and Heyman.
The Islanders versus the Street Profits in a best-of-3 falls match. This matchup represents 2 teams who want to rule the tag team division and have sharpened their offensive arsenals so one move can put away any opponent.
The Street Profits swag levels are at an all-time high, and they told the Islanders they want the smoke.
Look, this is the best Street Profits we've ever seen, but the Islanders are exceptionally dangerous. And don't forget their secret weapon in the form of Bobby the Brain Heenan.
2 out of 3 falls matches are a unique test. Corey, break it down for us. What's going through the Profits' minds here?
Well, Tez and Dawkins cannot allow themselves to get frustrated, because if you lose your cool, you lose your focus, and you start to make mistakes.
There's a little more room for error in a multi-fall match, but not much when the competition level is this high.
A 2 out of 3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with this stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in multi-fall matches and in high-profile situations, no less. They competed in the main event of the first Royal Rumble event in this kind of match and won it in 2 straight falls.
They also won a 2 out of 3 falls match on set.
Goes into the pin. He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet.
Boom, right in the button. He's able to counter that.
Dishing out a suplex.
Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something royal about him.
Are you kidding me, Saxton? Haku's a big, mean dude who loves to brawl. Nothing about him says royalty.
Though Bobby Heenan does seem intent on taking the Islanders to the top of WWE, perhaps becoming king of the ring, is on that path.
A bit of hot dogging from Haku here.
Taking things to the top rope.
From the top.
Diving double axe handle. Targeting the arm now. Consecutive attacks keeping Dawkins off his game.
The Islanders putting a beating on the Street Profits.
Oh, God, what a shot to the face.
Uh-oh. Dropping the elbow right on the knee. Something that Tez and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of Bobby the Weasel Heenan. He'll do anything for his clients.
Don't you dare disparage the brain, Saxton. Heenan is indeed a wise man who has quickly brought the Islanders up the ranks. They'll be tag champions in no time.
Sent into the corner.
Torturous focus on the leg. Ooh! demonstration of power.
Cover! 2. Stopping the ref's count at 2.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this.
Big back body drop. We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent at this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars here?
Tag made, the Islanders. What do they have planned here? Oh, Savant kick drops their opponent.
And the Islanders just sent the Profits up in smoke. Well-placed kick.
Getting him right into the corner.
Crushing impact in the corner. And an elbow for good measure.
Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
He got it. Tag made. Oh, look out.
Diving brain chop.
You can see the effects of that on Ford's face now.
So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford. Triple Crown Tag Team Champions, multiple WrestleMania wins. This win could be another major feather in their caps.
It could be, but for the Islanders, all of those accolades are motivation. Haku and Tama know they're the best tag team around, so they want to knock off the Profits and prove it. Then maybe they'll get the respect they rightfully deserve.
Just punched him right in the mouth.
Enough already.
Set up for the leg sweep.
Nicely done.
And the kibosh being put on Montez Ford there. That turns it around. He may get the 3 count right here. This is it. Instantly, he has his shoulders up.
We're well into the match, and he still seems so fresh. It's almost unbelievable.
Put into the corner. What could be next? Tag made. Double team action likely incoming. Double Irish whip. Here it comes. Big time impact. My God, the Islanders continuing the assault. The Street Profits just don't know the word quit.
This is not just about winning. This is about taking over.
Oh, and a right hand for good measure. Here we go.
Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
Bet all the chips on landing that high-risk maneuver and flopped spectacularly.
A miscalculation that can change this whole match. This is a big night for the Street Profits. Their party cups are filled to the brim tonight. I took a sniff of it, and it nearly knocked me out.
I've seen tap water knock you loopy, Saxton. I know for a fact that the Profits have the strong stuff in hand tonight. In fact, I've heard the Islanders plan on taking a victory swig after this match.
They can definitely handle it, Corey. Tom and Haku have very strong heads. Ooh, what could Haku be looking for?
From the heavens, splash from the top.
It's obvious Montez Ford is feeling the pain that has been dealt out so far.
I'm positive this one to the sky.
Elbow connects.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
No way. Again?
Lift off.
Big splash. We are seeing a ridiculous amount of risky moves. We'll see if it pays off. We thought it was going to be the... Oh, there may be no escape from this. Haku with the tongue and death grip.
Breaks up the submission.
What a save. Great presence of mind by Haku. I'm glad the Islanders are able to compete tonight. I was worried they'd have... Oh, there may be no escape from this. Haku with the tongue and death grip.
After everything he's been through, will he give in right now? Will his body give up?
This hold has him going through hell. Does he have anything left?
And it's just too much. Has to submit.
Placing him in the corner here. And he saw that coming from Montez.
These two showing how well they know each other. Both sides with an answer to every piece of offense. The Islanders make the tag. Haku and Tama planning something big here. Double team Savate kick. The profits are down and the Islanders are about to reap the rewards.
Second fall for the Islanders, and they beat the Profits.
Here are your winners, Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
What a matchup. The Islanders met the Street Profits at every turn in the air and the ground. This loss is going to hurt Dawkins and Ford for a long time.
Look, we saw tremendous tag teams do what they do best, but only one could win. And the Islanders stepped up and got the job done. Tama and Haku just proved they are the best tag team of any.